So there's major Sony VR2 news, a major No Man's Sky VR news. Going to have a major update at the same time as Sony VR is going to be released, which makes perfect sense, because it seems to me that No Man's Sky is the biggest VR game out there. But before we have a closer look at some of the features in the No Man's Sky video, let's have a look at the Sony VR2. It's going to have 4K HDR visuals, some marketing bump, but let's move on quickly. And here's the interesting stuff. 120 frames per second and 2K by 2K OLED displays. I suspect it will be less frames per second on most games. Enhanced comfort is quite important. Eye tracking will certainly help with immersion, and the cameras are going to be on the headset. No more external camera. Headset feedback. Might have to turn that off, probably. Single cable. That's probably the USB 3 at the front of the PlayStation. What is suspected, the PlayStation 5 has been built to take full advantage of VR. And also very important, the controllers. Those look well designed. And the circles on the outside, probably full of sensors, for better tracking and better immersion. Yeah, I caught the trailer for that Horizon Zero Dawn expansion. It falls in the category of mini games for me. Not a full game like No Man's Sky VR. And here's the technical specs. And the bit that stands out the most to me is the panel refresh rate. I've got a feeling that most games are going to be 90Hz. That's Sony's probably required minimum. And your mini games like the Horizon one, will probably be 120. There's a lot of lovely sensors in it. And communication with the PS5, the USB Type-C at the front. Well, my instincts were right. Always wait for the second version of new technology. So I have to thank all the people who've been beta testing VR1. So thank you to MASH for all your pain and suffering, so I didn't have to go through it. Before I go into when I think it's going to be available, let's go back to No Man's Sky. Sean Murray himself emphasised the fact that the ships are controlled by the hand controls, so you have to put your hands actually on the sticks. Interesting. Don't know if that was the case before, maybe it's more detailed, enhanced. I left the space station, but it's the next bit I want to have a closer look at. Clearly they want to show off the particle effects here. And those circular explosion bubbles. That graphical effect comes into play a bit later. Here you can tell that the rendering is not as good as flat mode, but it's a great improvement. Now we're in space and all the ships are about to pop in. Watch what happens. As all the frigates come in, this sequence is probably to emphasise how much data can be handled, and showing off those circular graphical effects. I'll put a link to the 4K version so you can fully immerse yourself in its sonic graphical splendor. Is that the word? I don't know. Anyway, release dates. I suspect it'll be announcements in the autumn, with limited amounts for Christmas release. And then spring 2023 is when it'll be fully available. So it's probably worth signing up for the news and interest, because there's high demand. It might be easier just to buy from Sony than it is from anyone else. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Oh, and the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.